Okay. Yes, we're recording. Okay. Welcome everyone to our team call for February. I have been thinking all week what we should talk about today since I don't know, I feel like the pressure is kind of on since we're only doing one call a month. But then the other day, I saw somebody do a really great post about Shakeology, and so I was like, oh, that's totally what we should talk about because I feel like especially as a new coach, yeah, you drink it and it tastes good, but how does it fit into the business part and like why is it important and what are the real benefits? And so, oh, am I frozen?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
man. Okay, well, I'm gonna.
You're just going like this.
Okay. Okay, there we go. I'll have to keep an eye on that. Okay. So I just thought it would be a really good topic, and I feel like you can never know too much about Shakeology. Never, because there's so much, right? How many ingredients are in here? There's over 70 ingredients, and I don't know. I'm always wanting to talk about Shakeology because there's so much. And there's so much good, in it. In this bag, there's so much, goodness. It's not, just food, but it's health. And so, and that's something that can kind of be hard to share if you don't have a little bit of knowledge about it. So that's what we're going to talk about tonight. Okay, I'm going to mute everybody. Hope that's okay. And then at the end, actually later, I'll unmute you guys because I have a couple things that I need your help with. Okay. Let me look at my notes. Okay, so I have to hold on. I got to make sure I'm not frozen. Okay. So the first thing that I mean, maybe it's a given, but I feel like it's important to remember is that Shakeology is real food. That is one misconception that a lot of people think. They think it's a protein shake or even when you compare it to a lot of other meal replacement shakes out there, there's a lot of fillers that can be added to nutrition or health food shakes, which, I mean, I never ever talk bad about other companies' products. For one, I'm not an expert on their product. I mean, I'm not even an expert on Shakeology. But what I think is the most important is understanding not all of the ingredients, okay, because that's a waste of your time. You don't need to know all of the ingredients in Shakeology. Anybody can look at the back of the bag and see what the ingredients are, and you can anytime. The other day, I had somebody messaging me about allergies. And you can look at the ingredients. You don't have to know every single ingredient in there. But it is important to know a few of the ingredients because it's helpful to be able to talk about what the benefits of those things are. So they're literally, this is how they make it, okay? So all of the ingredients in Shakeology come from all around the world. Darren O'Lean, maybe you guys have heard his name. He is one of the creators of Shakeology. Him and Isabel Deichler, Carl's wife, are the two co-creators of Shakeology. And they literally travel around the world to search for the highest quality ingredients. So but it's not just the ingredients that are high quality. The ways in which the foods are dried out, whether it be by the sun, okay, natural, they're naturally dried out by the sun. And then I believe that there are a few ingredients that are freeze dried. I don't know exactly which ones they are. Just because that's how they're processed. But the way that they break down these ingredients and they literally grind them up into powder, it's real food that they take that is grown from the earth, okay? It is dried and ground into powder and put in a bag. And they literally test every single bag before it is shipped, before it is sealed and shipped out. So it's also important to know that Shakeology has an expiration date. Okay? And it says it on the back of every bag or every packet. It has an expiration date. And it's not like it can sit on your shelf for, years and years, because real food goes bad. There was actually, I know that this circulated around Facebook a lot, but there was a study that Stanford, if you guys don't know her, she's like the Shakeology guru. If you ever have a question about Shakeology, you could probably look on her blog and find an answer. Stanford is her name, and she ran a test. She took a glass of Shakeology and water, and left it on her counter, okay? And then she took, I think she did it with another shake. I don't even know what shake it was. It doesn't even matter. But she had the Shakeology and the other shake. And after a week, the Shakeology was so disgusting, okay? It was growing mold, and it stunk, and it was really gross. And the other shake wasn't. So I don't know what shake it was. So I can't we're not compared here, but the reason, and it sounds like it's gross, right? Ew, it's growing mold. And your first thought is, oh, well, that's disgusting. But you guys, that is real food. Oh, I'm frozen. Thanks, Katie. That is real food that has gone bad. If you were to leave an apple, a half-eaten apple on the counter or in the sun, it would shrivel up and it would get gross, right? That's because it's real food. Oh, it was Herbalife, Monica says. But it's gonna go bad, okay? So don't think that that is a bad thing. That's a good thing. That plays to our benefits. So I'm gonna tell you, don't drink expired Shakeology, okay? I mean, hopefully it's not sitting around in your house long enough to expire. But guys, expired food, you shouldn't consume expired food. So that goes for the same with your Shakeology. It's not a powder that lasts forever. And so, that's why a lot of times, I've heard of people getting Shakeology for really cheap. And that's something that, you just need to warn your customers about. If they're like, oh, well, I found a bag of Shakeology for $60. It's okay, well, nobody is going to sell a full bag of Shakeology for $60 unless something is wrong with it. It's probably expired. And so, that's just 60 extra bucks in their pocket because they're not going to drink it. So just know that, it's real food that comes straight from the earth, is dried naturally, and is put in a bag that goes, right into your body, okay? There's nothing processed in there, and it tastes good. And if you guys haven't heard, they're coming out with new flavors this year. That's more than one. And I have heard it from a very good source that there will be new vegan flavors, which is really exciting because it feels like that is a super popular trend that a lot of people are wanting more of. So I'm hoping there's a vanilla. I bet you anything there's a vanilla. There's got to be. That's the most popular one that people want. Okay, so it's real food and it will expire. Remember that. Okay, second point is, kind of already touched on it, you don't need to know all of the ingredients. You don't, guys, okay? I don't even know how to pronounce some of these ingredients. I actually love that it tells you, if you look in the proprietary superfood blend, it tells you what each ingredient is. Blueberry, okay, it's a fruit. Bilberry is a fruit. I don't know how to say this one. Astragalus, it's a root. Okay, Lycium berry is a fruit. Ashwagandha is a root. So it tells you what the ingredients are. So you literally know that it was grown in the earth. Okay, but with that being said, it is good to know just a few ingredients. Okay, you're never going to be quizzed on everything on the back of this bag, but there are some things in here that are good to know, like the protein that is in here. Okay, this is the chocolate vegan, so the protein in here comes from plant. It's all plant-based protein. So from the chia, the flax, the quinoa, pea protein, oat protein, but those are good to know because people want to know, where that protein has come from. It's not whey, which is what most protein shakes are made out of. And a lot of people are allergic to whey, so that's why they choose the vegan. But like camu is another one that I like to tell people about. And then like the vegetables like spirulina and spinach and kale, like those are all like things that people know, and they know that it's healthy for them. So, just know what other people want to know. Like the good stuff that are like, oh, okay, well, I'm drinking quinoa for breakfast, like in my shake. Like that's cool. Like, okay, there's protein in quinoa, and you're getting that when you drink your Shakeology. Okay, there's just so many things in here. And also, if you guys have never checked it out, like it kind of breaks down like all of the different types of nutrition that you're getting on your bag. So like the top, it talks about your protein blend, your antioxidant blend, phytonutrients, adaptogens, probiotic, and digestive enzymes. Okay, you don't have to know what all of those are. You don't. But it's good to know what a couple of them are, so that way, you can talk about it. Like you can be like, okay, yeah, I'm getting in my antioxidants every day. I'm getting in, my protein and my adaptogens and probiotics and things that are going to help to keep your body healthy. So, don't worry about knowing all of the ingredients. A lot of people worry about that, and you don't have to. You're not like unless you're a nutritionist, like there's no way that that you're going to memorize all that stuff. So don't stress about it. Okay, now this is probably like the hardest thing for a lot of people is how to talk about Shakeology, right? Like you don't want to be known as the shake lady or, somebody who like you're always posting like your selfie with your Shakeology. Like it's more than just that, right? Like you could talk about how it makes you feel or how you fit it into your day or your favorite recipes or how like your kids love it. Like it's totally safe for kids, guys. It's just real food. But like it doesn't have to be something that you're like, here, buy my shake, or have you tried this? Like you're not trying to sell somebody when you're talking about your Shakeology. If you just talk about why you love it, like that's all people need to hear, like about why it gives you energy or like why you drink it in the morning instead of at night, or why you have it in the afternoon when you normally have cravings, like, or how it's helped you on your fitness journey, how because you're spending $4 on your Shakeology, like it mentally like makes you want to eat healthier for all the other meals because you're investing in your health. Okay. Think of it like on the emotional level. Okay. That's how we're trying to connect with people. And so just share that, like how it just helps you feel good. Okay. I'm going to show you guys a few sample posts. I'm trying to compile like a list of great posts like from that I've seen other coaches do on Shakeology. So that way we can have a reference. We're like, okay, well, how do I share about the shake instead of just like selfie with the shake? Like there's so many different ways that you can talk about how it fits into your life, but I know like it's easy to just kind of get stuck and like not really, have new ideas. And so I'm going to try and add to this list so that way we can, just kind of always have other ways to be inspired. Don't ever like go and copy someone's post, but you can totally copy an idea of a post. That is totally fine. I would encourage it. But I'll put this document in our team page so that way in the Shakeology box, but let me go to screen share here. Okay. So I put like a few different categories on here. Shakeo recipes. So I think this one is Shakeology bites. Oh yeah, this one was just from today. This is so Jillian Boland's. She made Shakeology bites, and it's just Shakeology and coconut oil. Really, if you guys haven't tried this, like, it's so good. You can even put like PB2 in it, and it tastes like a Reese's, like really, really good. And you can Google things like this and find a million different ways to make like food like this with Shakeology. So like this is a great example showing how to pose. Let me go to this one. This one was health benefits. Oh, maybe that one didn't take us right to it. Maybe I copied the wrong link. That wasn't the one. Okay, we'll exit that one. Sorry, guys. Okay, the most common, like, and the best way I think to share about Shakeology is just how it fits, like, in your everyday life. Like, it doesn't have to be like some, big, long, thought out post, like, but just getting in the habit of talking. I mean, if you're a coach, like, you drink it every day, right? So it's a part of your life, and so it's okay to share it as a part of your life. Like here, Jillian said, got my shake on with my tiny smiley boy. Next on the agenda, and then she talked about what she's doing next. Like, it's not like you have to talk about, how it gives you energy and all of the superfoods that are in it, every single time. Like, it's just naturally like a part of your everyday. And so like that's why, I really like this one from Melanie Mitro. She's the top coach, and she just talked, Shakeology in hand, 31 out of 365 going down. So she right there, she says, I drink this every day. Tracking sheets out so I can stay accountable to my food, answering customer and coach messages, getting creative with my blog. So she's just talking about everyday things that she does, and her Shakeology's in there. And one thing that I love is, one, it looks like she totally put whipped cream on her Shakeology. Okay, like that is delicious, and it's only like 15 calories for a serving of whipped cream, and a few coconut sprinkles on there. Like, dang, that Shakeology looks good. Okay, it's not just like a shake in her shaker cup. She has like her own style cup, which is cool. Let me see if there's another one. I won't go through all of these. You guys can look at them. This is Crystal Smith. Just enjoying my mama superfoods instead of indulging into the candy stash. So there, she's talking about like, instead of choosing candy, like I'm getting my chocolate fix somewhere else. And then about how it gives her energy, because let's be honest, we need long-lasting energy to help us get through each day of mamahood. It's a tough job. So like, that's something that I know a lot of moms can relate to. Like, hello, it's hard being a mom. We need energy. So it's just a great way to like connect with other moms, like on that level, especially other moms who love chocolate. Let's see. What's this one? Inspirational. This is Keisha Fitzgerald. This is a different, way to share it, but like, it's just a cute picture of her with her shake. Be the girl who smiles at strangers. Be the girl that gives advice from the heart. Be the girl that says the positive thing when others are complaining. And then most of all, be the girl that shows up to life with zest, spunk, and fire in her belly. And then she's got like a couple, hashtags in there. But first, superfoods. Give me that Shakeology. Like, see, like, that's a great way to like, something like this, you can see it generated a lot of likes, right? Like, it's totally an inspirational, like empowering post. And she's got her Shakeo in there. Like, dude, look, I drink this all the time. Like, I feel empowered. Like, I'm ready to take on the world, and with my Shakeo in hand. Okay, like, it's great. Like, it's so cute, and it's totally, it's original, and it's not salesy. Let's see. This one I think was from Brigida. I won't read this whole thing, but she did. So this is an invite to her challenge group. And she talks about Shakeology in there. Okay. And she's got like a picture of her with her Shakeology. Like, this is like straight up like invite, join my group, you're getting this. Like, it's a really great, like, it's a really great public invitation. But because like she's telling people like, dude, you're getting like this Shakeology, like, here, it's in my picture, you get it with my group. Like, I just thought it was a really great, because it was so like straightforward, a great post. Okay. So, those are just some examples like of ways to share. Like, you don't always have to post like just, you know, a selfie in your shake, or a, you know, a picture of your shake sitting on the counter, or like, you know, I mean, I've totally done it plenty of times, like, you know, with your shake in your bag. Like, that's a little bit salesy. Like, you know, like if you're, because you have to think about it like this. Like, what are people seeing when they scroll Facebook? The first thing they see is the photo, right? And so if, you know, I mean, so many people have heard about Shakeology, which is great. Like, I mean, they've probably known somebody who's been drinking it for a while. Maybe it's all from you. But is all they see like just your selfie with your shake, or like your bag of Shakeo? Like, you know, what else can you show them, you know, to show them like how it's a part of your life and why you love it and how it makes you feel? Like, what are some different ways, you know, that you can introduce to people and on why they should introduce Shakeology into their life? So it's not about like being salesy. It's about showing why you love it. Okay. So, this kind of like runs into the next, little bit that I wanted to talk about, is talking about Shakeology in your groups. So in your free groups, in your challenge groups, like, it's just great to, for one, to be, you're being proof of the product, right? To show people like that you are drinking the shake, like that you love it, the benefit, the things that it does for you. So that way, if they're in your challenge group and they're drinking it, they can start to notice the connection too, because a lot of people, you know, they'll buy their bag of Shakeology, or they'll buy their challenge pack that comes with their bag, and they'll be drinking it, but, you know, and maybe they'll lose like 5 or 10 pounds, like, from the duration of your group, but maybe they won't make that connection that it's because that part of the reason is because their nutrition has been so on point, that those gaps have been filled in over the past month. So you have to talk about it so that way people can just, you know, connect the dots to realize like, oh, I've got the exercise, I've got the nutrition, and I've got the support. Like, this package deal does really work. So it's just important to talk about it in your groups, and, you know, message people, just say, hey, how are you liking your Shakeology? For one, find out if they're not loving their flavor, and if they're not even drinking it, then, I mean, you don't want that. Like, tell them to get a different flavor. Like, tell them to exchange it. I mean, Beachbody has a really awesome return policy that people don't use just for returning. They use it to find the flavor that they like. Or maybe they just haven't found like that recipe that works for them, and they need suggestions, but they're too afraid to ask, or they don't think that there's a recipe out there that they would like. So then if you ask them personally, like, hey, how are you liking your shake? Hey, are you drinking your shake every day? Like, maybe if they just started drinking it, a very common thing is for people to feel bloated, and that's because of the fiber that is in Shakeology. And so if that's the case and people are like, oh, I feel so bloated, like, I don't want to drink it because it makes me feel bloated. It's like, okay, well, first of all, you're actually getting the fiber that your body needs. So don't stop drinking it. I tell them to start drinking half a scoop a day, or to break it up, like half in the morning and half in the evening, because their body just has to adjust to that nutrition. It's okay, like, that they haven't had it before, but they're getting it now, so it can make them feel bloated. And some people, guys, when I started drinking it, I had really bad gas, and that's for the same reason. It's just because of the fiber, and it's totally normal. Or if you're having like a customer experience something and you're just not sure like what to say, or like why they're having this, you know, this experience, you can ask on the team page, be like, hey, has anybody ever had someone say this? I don't really know what to tell them. Like, it's okay because people react differently. Like, this stuff is super healthy. Okay. And if your body is not used to having that kind of whole food nutrition, like if you're normally eating processed foods and junk foods and you make that switch, like it can kind of like shake your body and be a big wake up call. So it's important to talk about Shakeology and to ask people about it. So that way you could just follow up and see, you know, if there's something you can do to help them. Okay. The last thing, well, really quick, I wanted to show you guys how to change your flavor. Okay, because I actually need to change mine for my next order. And so I wanted to show you guys how to do that. So that way, I mean, if you don't know how to do it yourself, then you can know how to do it for you, but then you can also know how to show your customers because it's really easy. I feel like Beachbody has kind of, they've made like some changes over the past year and to this. And so it's a lot easier now. So let me, hold on, let me get on my Beachbody page. Just 1 second. Oh, okay. Okay, where am I? Screen share. Here we go. Okay, here we go. Okay, so this is just teambeachbody.com. I am logged into my account. So you want to have either yourself or your customers be logged into their account. But then, oh, you know what, actually. Oh no, sorry, I went. Okay, if you go up here to my account, then you can go into Shakeology recurring orders, home direct. Okay, so it's just on, you click my account up at the very top, and then over on the left hand side, Shakeology recurring orders, home direct, and you can type in your all of your information. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and do this right now. 20. Because I need to change mine. Okay, so right now I have, my current flavor is the chocolate vegan bag. And my ship day, I don't remember if it's the 18th or the 20th. I think it's the 20th. Okay, so I want to change my Shakeology flavor, and I actually want to change mine to the packets. So, combo, chocolate vegan and tropical strawberry packets. And then you select one time or ongoing change, and I'm just tired of the flavor. And then that's it. Submit. So it's totally easy. And you can even do it through your Coach Online Office if you'd rather do it through there. There's actually a little tab that you can click on that says Change Shakeology Order. Actually, let me see if it's in here. Oh, wait. Coach Online Office. So if you log in right here, need to customize your Shakeology HT order or modify the ship date, boom, it takes you right there. You fill out the exact same information, okay? So that's good to know. It's not hard, and you can tell any of your customers. Katie says you can also go to the FAQ. Oh, okay, and you can do it there. So you can do a chat. You can do like a chat with Coach Relations and tell them that you want to change your Shakeology order. They will always tell you that you can do it online when you're done though. So they're like, don't bug me. You can do this. You're a coach. You should be able to change your Shakeology flavor. Okay, so the last thing that I wanted to do just for a couple minutes is I wanted us as a team to just talk for a minute about what you love about Shakeology. Like just what, like I'm actually going to create like a document and put in our team page, just like whether it's like a special recipe or changes that you've noticed or how it fits in your schedule or whatever. Just like if everybody could just say like one thing that you love. Actually, I'll just unmute one person at a time so then it doesn't get too overwhelming. So Monica, let's start with you. What's one thing that you love about Shakeology? Because you've been doing it for a long time, right?
Yeah. I took a few months off, but pretty much for 2 years.
Yeah.
I could say if anything, like today I was in a bit of a funk. Mm-hmm. And so I'm like, well, what the heck's going on? Usually it's, sleep or whatnot. But if I drink it, it takes me out of that funk because it gives me like a little boost. So I like drinking it mostly because it just helps push me to keep going.
Okay.
And
gives me a boost to keep going. Yeah, I love that. It totally does. Because it's so good. Tastes so yummy. Like, okay. Very good. Okay, I'm totally writing all this down, guys. Okay, Katie, what about you? What's something you like about Shakeology? Did I unmute you? Oh, I muted you. Hold on. Unmute. There you go.
Okay. So I have two things, but I'll be really quick. One is that it tastes good. So it like, if I want chocolate, it curbs the that want, and it's super healthy.
Yep. Okay.
And then the other thing that I really like, and I don't know if this is for everyone or not, but I drink it, and depending on when it is, it keeps me full for like 5 to 6 hours. So if it's nighttime, I don't eat the rest of the night. If it's 10 a.m., then it might be 5 p.m. And like last night, I had it at like 3:50, and I didn't eat anything the rest of the night. And I had went out for lunch, and then as our family, we went out to dinner again, and I was like, I'm not eating greasy pizza, wings, and everything else. I have my shake. I was prepared, and
I saw your post about that. I'm actually going to put that in our team page because I thought that was a really great example of how to post.
Oh, well, thank you.
Yeah, that was really good. And then also Brooke did a really good one. Was it today or yesterday? Talking about her shake too.
Yeah, yeah.
So I'm totally going to put those in our examples file. Okay.
Cool.
Okay, thank you. Okay, Carrie, what about you? What's something that you like about Shakeology?
I will say that I get like massive dessert cravings after I've had mostly like dinner. I normally want like a piece of cake or chocolate candy or something. So I have learned to turn to my Shakeology. We try to eat dinner around maybe like 5, so that around 8 we can have Shakeology and just like kill that craving for like treats.
Yeah, that's awesome. I love that. I totally am the same way. Like it really does satisfy like that chocolate craving. Like
when you're frozen.
Like, oh, I'm frozen. Okay. Like it really does. Like it really makes like such a difference.
Yeah, and my husband has recently started drinking it. I don't know. I think he's had maybe like 4 of them, which is like a miracle. And he always says that that's when he likes to have them as well, when he's wants something sweet, but he knows right now he's trying to eat healthy. So he will go to the Shakeology cabinet. So yeah, it's been good.
Okay. Awesome. Very good. Thank you.
And sorry, I'm trying to make dinner. I don't mean to be like all over the place, but.
Oh, you're fine. You're totally fine. Okay, Brittany, you're up. What's the first thing that you like love about Shakeology?
Mine's really similar to Carrie's. I have like a debilitating sugar craving, and chocolate Shakeology really takes that away from me. It helps anyway. Let's see. Otherwise, I have really sensitive stomach to some foods, and I haven't really narrowed it down, but I notice a big difference when I drink Shakeology regularly versus when I like skip days or I like don't have it, because not, I don't know, because it's healthy, but it helps my stomach, I guess, digest whatever food's sensitive to, or I don't know, but yeah.
That's good. That's great. Okay, did I get everybody? I did, except for me. So,
sorry, I'm driving.
Oh, you're fine. You're good. So for me, like when I signed up as a coach, we were living in India, so I didn't get to drink Shakeology for like 6 weeks before I came home 6 weeks, like a month and a half later. And so I had like 2 bags of Shakeology waiting for me when I got home. I was excited to try it though, because I had never tried it. And I've had a lot of protein shakes in my life. And so that's kind of what I thought that it was, which, was fine. But within 3 days, I'm not even joking, within 3 days, like I came home, I had no cravings at all. Like it was crazy. That was the very first thing that blew my mind, because I had been in India and there were like all these foods that I missed from back home. And so when I got home, I mean, I wanted to be healthy, but like I wanted to eat all these foods that I had been craving for 6 months. And so it was like this battle that I had in my mind, like how was I going to finish Insanity and keep having like this transformation? But I really, really wanted like to go, and eat at Cafe Rio and like to go like satisfy all these cravings that I almost felt like were justified because I had been living out of the country. But not even joking, like when we got home 3 days after I started drinking it, I had no cravings. And I was like, what? Like, I didn't even feel like I needed to go and eat out. And then the next week, my family and I were going to the beach for a week for a family reunion. And while we were there, like, I only went out to eat when everybody was going. Like, I never even felt like I needed to eat the junk that everybody was eating. Like, that was just crazy to me. Like, how can it, like, curb your, like, cravings that much? I've never had that happen. So that was, like, my first testimony of Shakeology. And it still does the same, like, now. Like, I don't even feel like I need to, like, have that chocolate, like, fix, like, because I can totally have it with my shake. And I love it. It's great. I do still like chocolate, though. I mean, Okay. Well, thank you guys. I really appreciate it. And I appreciate you guys getting on tonight. So I will post the recording for this on our team page so that if anyone missed it, they can turn to it. But hopefully you guys just know that like this is seriously an amazing product. Like, it really is. Like, I honestly, even if like the coaching network went down, I pray that Shakeology will always be there, because like I need it. Like, I know that my nutrition like is not perfect. Like, I know that. I don't like eating vegetables, okay? I will tell that to anybody. Like, and some days I still don't even eat vegetables, guys. Like, I'm sorry. I try. I really do. But like, I'm just a human and I'm not perfect. And so I don't eat all my vegetables, but I do drink my Shakeology. And so I know that those gaps that I'm missing, like, they totally get filled. And so I really do love it. Like, a lot, that much. Even if I wasn't a coach, like, I still would be drinking it because I have felt that difference in what it has done for me. And I've seen it make a huge difference in a lot of other people's lives. I mean, I would never like make any, outrageous claims like it totally fixes this or whatever, but there are a lot of coaches and customers out there who have had major, major health transformations because of the benefits of the nutrition that's in that bag. Like, I know that Breezy Bitter, she's I think she's one of Brigida's coaches, but she suffers from Crohn's disease. And I know that can be a major, major struggle for somebody who has it, depending on the severity of it. And Shakeology has completely changed that for her. And it's been something that she has been able to manage since she started drinking it. And so, I mean, but that's just one story. Like, there really is so many nutritional benefits to drinking it. And so, like, that's why you don't want to be the shake lady. Like, you want to be somebody who talks about how it makes you feel and how it fits in your life and how you've seen it, you know, change other people's lives and just why you love it, not because you want to sell it to somebody. Like, it's not just about like making the money and you know, getting that cash in your pocket. Like, that's not why you drink Shakeology, is it? Like, to sell it to other people, like, that's not the reason you drink it. Like, why do you drink it? Like, why do you give it to your husband? Why do you, you know, let your kids have it? Even though, like, it's so expensive. I can never justify it. Well, my kids want a whole shake. And I'm like, dude, that is $4. Anyways. Okay. Well, that's all I've got for you guys. Thanks again for getting on. I need to go wake up my baby from his nap, so then he'll go to sleep tonight. I will see you guys later. And thanks again. Bye.